Hello everyone, I'm about to start moving the garden today. We're going to take a lot of the stuff that I have here to our new property. We actually already moved most of the stuff from our apartment. We rented a little truck for that, and I was actually planning to move some of my stuff from the garden, that truck too, but unfortunately we did not have any space. So my plans for the garden have changed a little bit, mainly with the GreenStalks. I'll let you guys know in a minute. But I'm also planning to do a lot of cleanup today, and I have to water everything before I leave. Okay, let's take a look at how everything is doing first. Just here's a little overview. As you guys can see, everything is still here. I didn't move anything since the last garden tour. So I plan to just dig up the dahlia tubers as late as I can. So I'm gonna leave these guys in here until the end of the month. We have this apartment till next weekend, so I'll probably come back next weekend and then cut this out. But for now, they will stay. The green stalks, I want to take them today. First, I wanted to put this in the truck and take them as is with everything that's growing. So I have some things growing for me over there as well. And same with those guys over there and this guy here. But now we have to move this in our car, and our car is pretty small. So I don't think I'm gonna be able to keep a lot of stuff. So we're gonna do a big harvest. I'm gonna harvest the kale, harvest the beets, harvest the radish. Same with this one over here, harvest all this kale. That one's not looking very good, but maybe you can still harvest some things. It's getting eaten up. And everything that's tall basically. So these peppers, originally I was thinking to bring them on the green stalk out like this, and then overwinter them in the green stalk in the garage. I was thinking that would be an amazing plan, but can't really take these tall plants in the car. So I'm gonna cut them up and harvest all these peppers too and start fresh again next year. But this green stalk here, once I harvest the kale, and actually that's it. And some other things, I will bring the things, if this still has small stuff like this, I will let it be because it won't take so much space in the car. And I definitely live in this nasturtium that just came back to life. This is the same one that was growing here on the spring and it's getting nice and long. So hopefully I'll be able to leave this one here because I love to have that growing in our new place as well. So that's it for the plan. Mostly gonna have, so just gonna harvest everything. There's turmeric buckets in here. I did bring that from the plot here. And we wanted to take this there and leave it growing as long as we could, but now they are pretty tall, pretty big. Now we're thinking that we might harvest these as well, just take the buckets with the soil so we can reuse the soil there for something. And from this side I will harvest these herbs too, this basil, this shiso, this other basil, and that's it. Just so I'm gonna do a big cleanup. I'm gonna leave the pear tree as is. I harvested some pears a couple days ago, and I'm gonna call that good for the season. And this green stalk up here, it's okay because it doesn't have a lot of things growing that are really big, other than the beautiful parsley and the rosemary there, which I think I can leave. I'll just harvest some rosemary if it's too big in the car, and then harvest some parsley, but they can stay there and keep growing through the fall in the new house, hopefully. I'm also planning to take all of these things here. It looks like a mess, but I think it'd be helpful for next year, but that's gonna go after. The priority now is to take the plants, and I'll just saw this. Then my seedlings that I have started actually sprouted. I left them with some water in here, and I'm planning to take these as well so I can take care of them while I'm there. But I'm gonna put this in here now so I don't forget, because I almost forgot about it. And we are going to start with the two guys here. I'll take care of this stuff later because the priority now are the plants. I will harvest all of the fruit that's good to eat first. The spuma peppers, just get these things harvested, then I'll cut down the plants. Maybe I don't need to cut them all, but cut lower, we'll see. I'll take whatever is almost ripened. Put in that bag over there. This plant here actually, since most of the, plant support, most of them are red and ripening already. I'm just gonna take the whole thing, and I think I'm just gonna hang it upside down in our new place and let it dry. Let all these peppers dry in the plants. I lost one. Just gonna leave it as is for now, I guess. Put in here. This tomato plant gotta go. There's no more time. So just gonna take, I have actually a bag here that I can start putting the debris. So I'm just gonna speed up this video, do all this green stock first, and then I'm gonna do that one next and just harvest everything that I can. I'm also going to take down the plant supports on this planter and put them on the side to take them with me. I actually plan to use them on the top tiers of the planters in the new property. To use the covers, I only have 2 at the moment, but I plan to might get another one so I can have things protected in there, since I'm not really sure about wildlife and everything yet. Okay guys, I am back inside our almost empty apartment. I just realized that my phone overheated while I was filming outside and didn't film the part that I actually cleaned the second green stock, but I'm gonna have to leave the phone inside now to cool down a bit. And I'm gonna go back outside and start cleaning the other green stock. Unfortunately, I have to do this. It's the only time we have to do it, and we still gotta do 2 more runs today for the moving. So I gotta get going, but I'll show you guys how everything's looking after I harvest everything and the phone cools down. Okay, I'm back inside. Just show you guys what I did. Harvested some kale. There's a beet in there, all the peppers. I'm putting this back because I went to the plot earlier and actually harvested some things as well to take with us. This I'm gonna take to dry. I took this basil here. There's a lot of seeds. I'm gonna leave this in the garage hanging upside down to dry and collect seeds from it. And that's basically it for this run. I'm gonna walk with my phone again. Hopefully it doesn't overheat. But it's just, I think it was the problem is that I put it in a tripod and let it sit in the sun. But this here, I'm gonna leave as is, I think. I'll try to see if it fits with the rosemary. Like I said, that one is the one I got the kale and beets from. This guy here, this is how it looks. I ended up taking all the kale, the bigger ones, and putting there because they're full of aphids. And this is how it looks now. I left a nasturtium. I left this small kale here. There's some broccoli there, small, it's okay. The radish that I sold is doing good. Hopefully you keep doing good there. And then in the back of this, I have a bunch of parsley seedlings from the parsley that I had here, that I had on this planter and let it go to seed. I threw some seeds in here after I put away some of the seeds and they all germinated, so that's good. Maybe I'll separate them and do something in there. But now it looks a lot more manageable for us to take with us. So these 2 are the ones I want to take first. And then if I have space, I'll take one of them or half of these, or we'll see. But we gotta get going now and start loading the car. All right, back inside again. I just realized my neighbor's listening to music outside. So I can't film talking because we get a copyright infringement if there's any music on the video that I don't have license for. So I'm back here just to explain to you guys, and then I'm going to put it on time lapse, which will be no sound, and show you guys us trying to break down those green stalks and load it into the trunk of our car. Okay, so this is how they were able to fit. Only 2 green stalks, the green ones, and I have the bottom and the tops in there too, and we're gonna have to take the first load like this and then come back for the rest. Alright, so we are at our new home, and as you can see behind me, the green stalks are already set up. We got a lot of traffic coming home, so when we got here we just wanted to get things done so we would have time to go back and pick up the rest of the stuff. But here's how it looks. Doesn't it look nice? I'm so happy to have them here in our new home already. I might move this one a little bit more to the side and that one there this week. I don't know, they're just there, just wanted to set them up. But I really like the way they look. I like that this marigold is bringing a little pop of color to here, and the nasturtium is also looking really good. I can turn this, and did well in the trip. It survived without any damages, so that's good. And behind here on this cart I have the seedlings that I said I was going to bring, and some other things. This is a raspberry plant that Eileen gave to me, and it's been in here for a little bit for the summer. And this is a marionberry, a blackberry plant that Linda gave it to me. It got a little bit sunburn here, because you see this leaf, but it has some new growth and it's looking okay. So I bought those over to decide where they're gonna go. This is a dahlia that I have here that's small, but I might want to take some cuttings from it. And I have a little chive that another friend of mine gave to me to put in the house. So I bought those because they were small enough. And here, as you can see in this area, I have already started kind of setting up where the garden's going to be. My landlord was very generous and gave us some of this black tarp over here. So I set that out down there to mark some of the space and start killing the grass. I like the garden to be a little bit bigger than that, but that's what we have to start with. And it was really nice actually to already see that in there and think that the garden is going to come. So I'm super excited about that. Now we're gonna take a walk around the house and I'll show you the other things that we brought over. I really wanted to bring most of my plants this weekend here, but we bought whatever we could fit. Not as much as I wish, not everything, but a lot of things. So I'm gonna show you guys here what we got. We were able to bring the turmeric plants the way they were, big like this, and we didn't harvest, just brought them over so they can stay here for a little longer. The squash also decided to bring it over because it has some fruit in here and it would be nice to harvest a few just before it gets too cold. We left everything here by the garage because we're so tired when we got home last night. So Danny just parked it back in here. We put some things in the garage and everything that had to stay outside stayed here. We also were able to bring our fire pit, which we're gonna move soon too. But this is the GreenStalks, the remaining GreenStalks. They were like this overnight. We left them because I didn't have the energy to move them around, but I'm gonna try to get that done today. Another thing is, usually when I take my GreenStalks apart, I like to give some maintenance to the watering discs, as you can see. So some of them are a little dirty. Some of them are still pretty clean, but the ones that are dirty like this, I'm going to scrub it and clean it up, make sure the holes are not clogged. So once I plant some other things, they have the watering system functioning well. So that's how it looks right now. I am not going to do that at this right moment. We have to do some unpacking in the house, but I might come back a little later and start working on that and finding their permanent home as well. One more thing I want to show real quick is this little area over here. I have started putting some cardboard here to set up a new garden space. So I wanted to bring some of my perennial plants to this house too. So I will see what I can do to prepare this area to plant them in time. I have the butterfly bush in here that I would like to put here and plant in this area. I have an echinacea over there too that I forgot to show you guys that I wanted to put here, and bring some other things from the plot here too. But first I have to prepare this. So I might be able to get some compost this week. We'll see. I still have to hear back from my friend on that. But if I do, I will put lots of compost in there and try to plant over this. Maybe we'll dig it up, the holes in the existing soil, but then leave the cardboard and compost in there. And then I have all that mulch in there that I might put to help them stay warm and acclimate and establish here before the really cold temperatures come. Alright, and that will be mostly it for today. I'll try to film another video giving some maintenance to those GreenStalks, showing you how I wash the watering discs and then putting them back together. I have some videos that I have done that before and showed you guys, but I also think it's always good to have a refresher. So I'm happy to do that again and show you guys how I do it. And we're gonna set them up and have them all nice and ready for the next season. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll see you next time.